Different all-ins that people are doing with Two Hatch Lurker, it's like really difficult to tread the line in between them. Really difficult.
Not enough minerals.
Orders received.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
SCV good
Not
to go,
enough
sir.
minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
No, to the guy asking, I get asked this every day. Maybe I should just make like an
Not
FAQ
enough minerals.
command in the chat. You can't just cheese your way at lower ranks as Terran, because Terran cheeses are like really specific, and lower ranked play actually beats it more often than higher ranked play. I have a greater chance of making a 2-factory work against a 2300 Protoss than against an 1800 Protoss. And that's because the 1800 Protoss will do many more builds that are like, let's say, a DT rush on one base, right? Whereas the 2300 Protoss is more likely to expand, knowing that DT rush on one base is absolute garbage.
Not enough minerals.
And so basically as Terran, if you want to climb the ladder, like I can do builds that win like fucking some certain percentage of the time, but then auto lose other games. And then it just becomes kind of luck based as to what I hit, right? But yeah, it's quicker to just fucking sit here and grind out the idiots.
SCV good to go, sir. Orders received.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
SCV good to go, sir. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. I read you.
Yeah, Terran cheeses have to be really well placed.
Yes, sir. Orders, Captain.
You can play an overall kind of cheesy, aggressive style where you're catching people off guard with like weird attacks and stuff, but like that's more on them fucking up than you doing well, honestly.
SCV good to go, sir. Roger that. Job finished.
Anyway, none of that's good practice. Like I can practice macro against like a low rank guy a lot of the time, and it's much more worthwhile.
Wait, sir. Orders, Captain. Orders received. I read you. Orders received. You want a piece of me,
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Orders, Captain.
Cooper in the chat donated $3.33. Oh yes.
Job finished.
Oh yes. My favorite color of Terran.
SCV good to go, sir. Reporting for duty.
It's so stupid.
Yes, sir. I read you. You want a piece of me, boy? SCV good to go, sir. Standing by. Go, go, go.
He just missed a shot.
Yes, sir.
Ah.
Reporting for duty. Commander, rock and roll. SCV good to go, sir. You want a piece of me, boy? Affirmative. Standing by. Yes, sir. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
So here we're gonna go ahead and skip
Not enough
the
minerals.
bunker to get a slightly faster CC.
Not enough
Orders
minerals.
received. Affirmative. Reporting for duty. Orders received. Orders, Captain.
Not enough
Orders
minerals.
received. Affirmative. Right away, sir. Yes, sir. Reporting for duty. Yes, sir. Orders received. Roger that.
Your forces are under attack and complete.
Orders, Captain. Jacked up and good to go. SCV good to go, sir. Give me something to shoot. I read
Not
you.
enough minerals. Not
Actually, I
enough
should just go
minerals.
tank. I was gonna get fancy, but there's really no fucking point.
Not enough minerals.
Give me something to shoot. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Give me something to shoot. SCV good to go, sir. I read you.
Alright, we saw his pylons. We don't need an eBay.
Reporting for duty. Roger that.
Get our armory going.
BTB15 cheered. X300, is that even cheese at that point then? Isn't the whole point of cheese meant to be easy? You know, like how easy Luigi was when he kept playing coy with Mario. Mario knew he shouldn't, but Luigi just sitting there all sexy like. How could he not resist Man in the green and blue? That joyful his pipe grew to what some would even say 3x as large as you.
Stop.
I am curious if it gets this far. I'll be honest,
Reporting for duty. Yes, sir. Orders received. Can I read you? Can I read you? Right away,
Not enough
sir.
minerals.
Affirmative.
Actually, let's just go eBay now.
Roger that.
He's low enough for ranks. We don't want to fuck around too much.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. Finished. Can I read you? Can I read you?
Base is under attack.
Identify target. Proceed.
Can I read you? Right away, sir.
Yes,
Not
sir.
enough
Identify
minerals.
target. Absolutely.
Job's finished. SCV good to go, sir.
Proceeding. Orders, sir.
Yes, sir.
Not enough minerals.
Destination. Absolutely.
Orders, Captain. SCV good to go,
Orders,
sir.
sir.
Can I read you? SCV good to go, sir. Can I read you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Reporting for duty. Can I read you? SCV good to go, sir. Yes, sir. Can I read you? Yes, sir.
Not
Orders,
enough
sir.
minerals.
Delighted to, sir.
SCV good to go, sir. Reporting for duty. Job's finished. Yes, sir. SCV good to go, sir.
Not enough minerals.
Right away, sir. Roger that. Affirmative. Reporting for duty. Job's finished.
Identify target.
Can I read you?
Orders, sir.
Did I just see an observer?
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Can I read you?
Not
Orders
enough
received.
minerals.
Destination.
SCV good to go, sir. SCV good to go, sir. Job's finished.
Ready to
Orders,
roll
Captain.
out.
Reporting for duty.
Orneo
Yes, sir.
Horneo donated
Affirmative.
$3.33. Did you know that in the film Super Horneo Brothers the Bowser character is known as King Koopa? The more you know,
Research
Tilda.
complete.
Can I read you? Orders, Captain. Job's finished. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Identify target.
SCV good to go, sir. Orders received.
Destination.
Reporting for
Not
duty.
enough minerals.
Yes, sir.
Base is
Affirmative.
under attack.
Roger that.
Destination. Orders, sir.
SCV good to go,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Proceed.
Yes, sir.
Identify target.
Reporting for duty. Orders, Captain. Job read you. Job's finished. SCV good to go,
Orders,
sir.
sir. Yes,
I
sir.
read you.
Identify target. Destination.
Yes, sir. Finished. Reporting for duty. Orders, Captain. Job finished. I read you.
All right, bring it on.
I read you. Yes, sir.
Identify target.
Job's finished. I read you. I can't feel that. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Orders, Captain. Affirmative.
Upgrade complete. Add-on complete. Add-on complete. Upgrade complete.
Bring it on.
Add-on complete.
Job's finished.
324.
SCV good to go, sir.
All right, bring it on.
Job's finished. Orders, Captain. Finished. Reporting for duty. Roger that. Job's finished. Job's finished. I read you. SCV good to go, sir. Orders, Captain.
Palace Zero
Not enough
Cheer.
minerals.
X300, I really want Dark to win GSL. What he had to do betrothed was insanity. Reminds me of that time Peach was bent over by Mario.
Nope.
Research. Your forces are under attack.
I dig.
I'm just seeing fucking 50 goons outside my base. What are we doing? Ah, it's fucking. Oh, it's Protoss World.
Bring it on.
Not enough minerals.
Yes, sir.
Something on your mind?
SCV good to go, sir. Reporting for
What do
duty.
you want?
Reporting for duty. Right away,
I read
sir.
you.
Dude, Protoss, man.
What do you want?
Orders, Captain. I can't feel
I
that.
read
SCV
you,
good to go, sir.
sir. No problem.
It has like fucking 4 bases.
Good to go, sir.
Hasn't done anything.
What do you want?
Failed Reaver drop.
Yes, sir. Roger that.
What do you want?
Good to go, sir.
No problem. Ready to roll out. Oh, is that it?
Your
good to
forces
go,
are under
sir.
attack.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Orders, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I read you. Right away, sir. Orders received.
Something on your mind? Identify target. What do you want?
I read you. Reporting for duty. Right
Not
away,
enough
sir.
minerals.
Orders, Captain. Orders received. Yes, sir. Roger that.
Not enough
Ready to
minerals.
roll out. Destination? Identify target.
Yes, sir. Orders received.
Destination? Bring it on.
Job finished. Reporting for duty. Yes, sir.
Not enough minerals.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Affirmative.
Bring it on.
Right away, sir.
Destination? Something on your mind? I dig.
Your forces are under attack.
Something on your mind? Yeah? Oh, is that it?
Job reporting.
All right, bring it on.
Job finished. Orders, Captain. Orders received.
Something on your mind?
Job finished. I read you. Job finished.
Something on your mind?
Target.
Not enough
Bring it
minerals.
on.
Reporting for duty. I can't feel
Your
that.
forces are under attack.
Sir, I read you, sir.
Job
Yeah,
finished.
I'm going. Something on your mind?
Orders,
Not enough
Captain.
minerals.
Orders
All
received.
right, bring it on.
Orders, Captain.
Not enough minerals.
Bring it on.
Job finished.
Something on your mind?
Job finished.
Oh, is
Job
that it?
finished. Reporting for duty. Roger that.
Something on your mind?
Go ahead, Terran.
Transmit orders.
Identify target.
Have
Yeah,
you on
destination.
visual?
All right,
Not enough
bring it on.
minerals.
Orders, sir.
Headquarters.
Something on your mind?
Identify target.
Something on your mind? Destination. What do you want?
Job finished.
Explorer reporting.
Identify target.
finished.
Move it. Something on your mind?
Reporting for duty.
All right, bring it on. Target.
Can't feel this. Yes, sir. In the way. Orders
Bring it on,
received.
sir. Elated to, sir. Something on your mind? Yeah.
Greetings, command. Greetings, command.
Yes, sir.
Upgrade complete.
Ready to roll out. What do you want?
Reporting for duty. I read you.
Something on your mind? Orders, sir. Something on your mind? I read you, sir. Oh, is that it?
Job finished.
Something on your
Reporting
mind?
for duty.
Upgrade complete. Your
Something on your
forces are
mind?
under attack.
What do you want? I read you, ready to sir. roll out. No problem. Oh, ready to roll
Job
out.
finished.
Yeah, I'm going.
Yes, sir.
Not enough minerals.
Yeah? No problem.
Transmit orders.
Yeah, I'm going. I dig. No problem. Yeah?
Job finished.
No problem.
Greetings, command. Receiving
Orders,
headquarters.
Captain.
I read
Transmit
you,
orders.
sir.
Not enough minerals.
Explorer reporting.
What do you
Upgrade
want?
complete.
Yeah, I'm going.
Greetings, command.
Yeah, ready to
Greetings,
roll
command.
out.
Yes, sir. Right away,
I
sir.
read
We
you,
have you on visual.
sir.
Greetings, command.
All right, bring it on.
Let's roll.
Yes, sir.
Reporting for duty.
Upgrade
We
complete.
have you on visual.
Something on your mind? Oh, is that it? I dig. What do you want? I read you, sir.
Receiving headquarters.
Identify target.
Orders, Captain. I read you. Orders, Captain. I can't feel it. Reporting for duty.
Ready to
Job
roll
finished.
out. Identify target. What do you want?
Your forces are
Affirmative,
under
sir.
attack.
Yeah?
Greetings, command. Commencing.
Yes, sir. Identify target. Something on your
Transmit
mind?
orders.
Yes, sir.
Unacceptable landing
Yeah?
zone.
I read you, identify target.
Your forces are under attack.
Oh, is that it?
Receiving headquarters.
I read you, sir. I dig.
Greetings, command.
Yes, sir. Yeah?
We have you on
Something
visual.
on your mind?
Your forces are under attack.
I dig.
Research complete. Your forces are under attack.
Yeah?
I guess that was not my finest attack.
Commencing. No problem. We have you on visual.
Yeah, I'm going.
I went too quick.
Is that it?
Insufficient Vespine gas.
Destination? What do you want?
Reporting for duty.
All right,
Reporting
bring
for
it on.
duty. Orders
What
received.
do you want? Destination?
Greetings, command.
What do you want? I dig. Ready to roll out.
Insufficient Vespine
Reporting for
gas.
duty. Yes, sir.
Orders, sir. Yeah?
Greetings, command.
I read you. Roger that.
Receiving headquarters. Let's roll.
Reporting for duty. Field there. I read you.
Ready to
Affirmative.
roll out. Yeah, I'm
Score
going.
reporting.
Reporting for duty. Orders received.
I read you, sir. What do you want?
Upgrade complete.
No problem. Ready to roll out. Is that it?
Yes, sir.
Not enough
Something on
minerals.
your mind?
Yes, sir.
Not
Orders
enough
received.
minerals.
I read you, sir. Something on your mind? What
Your
do you
forces are
want?
under attack.
No problem. I dig. What do you want?
Not enough
Yeah?
minerals.
Job finished.
I dig.
Your forces are under attack.
Job finished.
Orders, sir.
What?
Delighted to, sir. What do you want? Oh, is that it?
Orders, Captain.
I read you,
I read you.
sir. All right, bring it on.
Upgrade complete.
Greetings,
Yes,
command.
sir.
Your forces are under attack.
All right, bring it on.
Not enough energy.
Who does that?
Ready to roll out. What do you want?
I read you.
Something on your mind? Ready to roll out. Dig. No problem. Orders,
Your
sir.
forces are under
Something on
attack.
your mind? Sir. Yes, sir.
Orders, Captain. Reporting for duty.
Yeah. Orders, sir. What do you want? Orders, sir. Identify target.
Job finished.
Yeah. Orders, sir. Something on your mind?
Orders, Captain. Right away, sir.
Base is
What do
under
you
attack.
want? Ready to roll out. Yeah. I read you, sir. Yeah. What do you want? I dig.
Your forces are under attack.
No problem. Yeah, I'm going. I dig.
Reporting for duty. I read you.
Yeah.
Job finished. I read you.
Your forces are under attack.
Reporting for duty.
What do you want? Yeah.
SCV good to go, sir.
What do you want? Something on your mind? Orders, sir.
I read you.
Ready to roll out.
Job
Ready to
finished.
roll
Orders
out.
received.
Not enough minerals.
SCV good to go, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
Is that it? I read you,
Orders,
sir.
Captain. Yes, sir.
I read you, sir.
Receiving
Your
headquarters.
forces are under
I
attack.
read you, sir. Something on your mind? Destination? Yes, sir. Identify target. What do you want? Orders, sir. Yeah.
Base is under
Something on
attack.
your mind? Destination? What do you want?
Reporting for duty. Yes, sir.
Something on your mind? I read you, sir. What do you want?
Base is under attack.
Ready to roll out.
Transmit orders.
I read you, sir. What do you want?
Headquarters.
No problem.
Receiving headquarters.
Excellent. Is that it, sir?
Your forces are under
I
attack.
read you, sir. Roll out.
Affirmative, sir.
Something on your mind? Identify target. Delighted to, sir. I read you, sir. Absolutely.
Transmit orders.
Is that
Your
it?
forces are under attack.
Absolutely. Something on your mind? Target.
Job finished. I read you.
Is that it?
Base is under attack.
All right. Bring it on. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm going.
Greetings, command.
Reporting for
Your
duty.
forces are under attack.
Yes, sir. Destination? No problem. Yeah, I'm going. Identify target. Absolutely.
Your forces are under attack.
Yes, sir. I dig. Identify target. Orders, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
Destination? Proceed. Bring it on. Yes, sir. Destination? Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Your forces are under attack.
Affirmative, sir.
All right. Bring it on.
Affirmative,
Orders,
sir.
sir. Orders, sir. Move it. Yes, sir. All
Your
right.
forces are under attack.
Something on your mind? What do you want?
Receiving headquarters.
Is that it?
Commencing.
Yeah.
Transmit orders.
Your forces are under attack.
Delighted to, sir. Proceed. Bring it on.
Transmit orders.
Proceed. What do you want?
Receiving
Yeah.
headquarters.
All right. Bring it on. Ready to roll out. Ready to roll out.
Greetings, command. Let's roll.
All right.
We have you on visual. Greetings, command. Transmit orders. Affirmative, sir.
All right.
Let's
Bring it
roll.
on.
We have you on visual.
No problem.
I read you.
All right. Bring it on. Yeah, I'm going. Ready to roll out.
Sir.
I yes, sir. Destination. Identify target. What do you want? Identify target.
Greetings, command. Let's roll. Affirmative, sir. Greetings, command.
I read you.
Commencing.
Yeah, I'm going. I dig. Oh, is that it? Something on your mind?
Your forces are under attack.
Something on your mind?
So it's really easy to outplay someone like that up until the attack. And I want to hear from you guys. I honestly want to hear, how do you think I should go about attacking? Let's jump up to my attack. It was probably 1330 or so, something like that. Let's jump up to 1320. He was slightly later. All right, so look. We've gone up to this point. He's gone into 4 bases, right? He's done some Reaver dropping that didn't do anything. I have a fair amount of factories. 5, 6, 7. When they go speed shuttles, normally you stay on less factories, but he went speed shuttle but then into Arbiter, which confused me. So that was a little bit weird, but it wasn't super fast Arbiter. Anyways, let's take a look. Right, supplies. I'm up 5 workers. I have my 4th CC building. I have +3 attack on the way. I'm sure, yeah, there's my armor, there's EMP on the way. Okay, we're maxing out. And I just use a little bit of APM, send over some units here, right? I use 4 supply of siege tanks over here, which I think is fine to just, like, get my 4th base up. And then it's time to go, right? So here I am, I'm grouping up. And here's the thing, he's just sitting in an arc. I talk about this a lot, normally in a more angry voice. But Protoss players literally just sit in an arc. 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A. Right, now watch. Right? Obviously, this attack was just kind of poor overall. But how do you attack into something like this?
Artosis donated $3.33. Unger. Why Arbiter have no mana? Unger, may fly and recall but no recall happen? Unger, grunt. Me confuse.
See, I've laid mines ahead of time. This is shit to slow him down. And I'm like, I'm looking at this. I'm like, okay, well, I scanned again and saw he's going Arbiter, but the Arbiter's too late. Right? So it's like, okay, let's try to attack. And then he's just on top of my shit and my vultures are in the wrong spot. It's really tough because if I keep the vultures really close to the tanks, then Psystorm wrecks you.
BTB15 cheered. X300, could you attack on one side of the arcade while protecting the other side?
Here's the thing that's hard about that, right? I used a couple scans, but you can't tell exactly where their arc is generally. Maybe I can send an SCV out to find it or something. But it's actually hard to know exactly where the units are. Right? Like, I scanned, I saw some units sitting here, like 2 groups, and I was like, okay, let's go. And then he has, like, a group of only Zealots over here. Which, of course, that would be what would get on top of my siege tanks in the back. Anyways, my openings are actually quite good. Like, Scan sent me some replays, and I was comparing my macro openings to his, and I'm close on the openings to what he does. I'm very close, right? Like, our command centers go down at similar time, upgrades similar times, turrets similar times, macro similar timing for the early portions of it, up to 140 and everything. But then he attacks better. And he just takes, like, I'll take 1 base and he'll take 2.
Artosis donated $3.33.